importa, pouco importa. Se jogamos bem ou mal, queremos é levar a taça para o nosso Portugal.
Cheers, fellas.
A lady. Fuck yeah. Welcome back. Another episode. Or how João says I say it as a Russian fucking. Welcome back to another episode of
really did.
the motherland of the Tasca Lusa episode. This is not episode 7, is it?
It is episode 7.
Wow.
It's insane.
We went 7 episodes.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised people have watched this from like 6 episodes. So
I'm surprised people have watched after 1.
so thank you very much for watching.
You couldn't really watch that one. Is that the joke? Somebody forgot.
Can you edit that in the video?
No.
So this is my humble abode. This is my basement. Nobody ever comes down here because you see it's small as fuck. There's not a lot of things in here, as you can see.
There's a nice
So-
fireplace.
It's alright,
It's nice and
bro.
warm
Before this was here and like all this tile, it was like rug, and then where that was, you can kind of see like the tile is like a little like discolored from what it was. It was brick. It was literally brick, and then the wood fireplace.
Your dad probably stole it from the job site. He's like, it was that saying the
So then he was like, you know what? He goes, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna take the rug out. Took all the rug out. Put the tiles in. Put that in. And then this man left the brick. And then after he decided to take the brick out, he couldn't find the same color as it. This tile. It looks fucked up.
Dude, you know what? I'm like flabbergasted, and yeah, it's surprising that I know what that word is.
What?
The fact that you're always complaining about cozinho. Mas aqui tens cozinho ali, olha para a porta cada vez que tu entras.
He's always looking. Whoever comes in, he's always the first one to see who comes in or not. But that thing's been there for a long time. I forgot.
That's a nice cozinho, dude.
I'll look after.
As you can see,
look it up.
there's not a lot of crosses.
That's because your
That
mom
was-
has the
It's all
balls.
upstairs. It's all upstairs.
There was a nice one in the bathroom. Smell of the.
Oh yeah.
Salud,
And then,
like, I was
then
like,
you
wow.
have that baby at the door.
You want to see?
Straight
You
looking
want?
at
You want to see? You want to see my dad?
Hasn't changed a bit.
Oh yeah.
As you can
Has it
see,
changed a bit?
Dude, your dad
I'm not in the
doesn't age.
picture.
Your dad doesn't age.
I know. I don't know how he does it.
Like,
This man doesn't have gray hairs.
must be in the dog with him that he keeps in the freaking garage.
No, well, yeah, that and it's upstairs too. He's got a bottle upstairs. That shit's almost done. I don't want to even talk about that because last time I did that, I drank some. I threw up everywhere. When I went on the podcast with Apollo, my friend, we had wine and then I mixed it with aguardiente and then beer. Got home, I was like, all right, I think I'm fine. Fell asleep for 2 minutes. Woke back up, started throwing up. Yeah,
Sometimes,
good stuff. So, guys, if you guys haven't done it already, go check us out on YouTube, Tasca Lusa. We have a couple episodes up in there. We really appreciate the comments that you guys have been putting, liking everything, just kind of supporting us on what we're doing. Again, if you can, subscribe, like the videos, turn on your bell notifications. Trying to get this shit popping, trying to get this big. At least if we can get like 100, at least. Where were we at? Like 42 subs? 40 subs?
I think 40 subs as of right now, yeah.
If we can hit at least like 50 or like 60 by like June, July, I mean, I think what we should do, or like what we're probably end up going to do, once we get to like 100 subs, we're probably going to do a giveaway type shit, just to keep everything active and all that, just to kind of give back for you guys that have been supporting us and all that, but that's more to come. So hopefully we can get to 50, then to 100, whatever, by the end of the year. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So, as you see, it's just us three today. No special guests.
The original.
The OGs. Well, technically, I was not original. It was just you two fucks. You guys were like, yeah, let's just have him come in like 5 minutes after. Like, you guys already talked about it.
No, it was like 2 text messages, and I was like, "Yo, I think we should honestly bring that." we both agreed on it right off the rip, and we thought it was a great idea. You know, you should put fuck up, right?
Keep bringing that shit up.
Always, bro. It's almost like João not hitting record. It always gets brought up.
Listen, he was hit recorded. There was just an SD card.
Yeah,
Just like earlier now.
yeah.
It almost happened again.
We started recording, and João was like, why is there something coming up on the screen? And then he's like looking, he's like, what the hell? And he comes back to the laptop, he's like, pulls out the SD card, he's like, this is the problem.
Something was missing.
Poise.
But here we are.
But here we are. So we're just gonna be the three of us. We're just gonna bullshit today. We don't really have a structured plan. Well, we do, but it's kind of just with guests. It's a little different because we want to ask them certain things and stuff like that. But since it's just us three, we're just gonna bullshit around, whatever. So Joey I've never seen this man so hurt in my life on social media. This man was on Facebook posting every fucking hour.
Well, it's almost like you when
Twitter.
you're João Mario penalty shit, dude. You tweeted like 9 times.
Once.
You tweeted
once.
I counted 3.
Okay, it was.
Those are the subtweets.
I tweeted once and then I just quoted 2 tweets
You retweeted and then quoted the same thing you said the first tweet.
because it's bullshit.
Well, so that
Who? I don't know.
so that brings up to actually one of our topics, which is the 28th Jornada that just happened midweek. The updates is
We're trash.
Sporting is in the month of April has done horribly with 3 ties and a win.
Yes.
They got hella freaking lucky against
Yes.
Bolnense because they were, I don't know what the hell they were doing, honestly.
I don't think it was luck. It was just like, if you saw, we had over 20 shots, and Bill Ness
No,
only had 2.
we had the shots, but the thing is, like, Bolnense knew right away. Fucking Petit.
It's always against Sporting, dude.
Não, it's against Sporting e it's against Porto, dude. But o Petit disse antes do jogo na antevisão: eu vou tirar a virgindade ao Sporting.
Foi quase.
Eu vou tirar a virgindade. Só meteu na cabecinha, por causa que quase que ia.
Eu não vou falar muito desta jornada, que eu estava mais preocupado com outras coisas. Infelizmente. You know, I didn't really watch any games. I saw some of the highlights.
Yeah.
We were on a little FaceTime call when the Sporting game was going on. You guys didn't look too happy, so all I'm gonna say is that you guys got 2 penalties in the game. I'm not saying that they were penalties. I didn't say that they weren't penalties. The only thing I'm gonna say is it's creeping up. All these Portuguese are like, "Pero Porto campeão."
I just want to know who.
Pero Porto campeão. I'm hearing it, bro.
I'm
hearing it.
Honestly,
I just
and this is where it is. It's obviously it's been 19 years that Sporting hasn't won a campeonato, and we're getting to that point that it's like, olha, já vai ser 2 décadas, and I don't want to be 2 décadas. I want Sporting to freaking win the campeonato, for fuck's sake. So like, my thing is, it's like, I know now. Obviously, we're ending the campeonato. We have, I think, 6 left. It gets to that point that you start asking, is it because we have a young squad where mentally they're not ready for the amount of pressure that they've been in? And personally, I think out of the 3, Porto has more stability on mature, adapting type of thing, where they're good under pressure. And Sporting, as of right now, has been lacking on.
But you guys have a little mixture of both, bro. You guys are relying a little more on your young talent to create and to score, but you have a mixture of both, bro. Don't think you guys have a young manager, not that experienced, which is probably beneficial more to you than anything else because nobody knows the style of Amorim yet. And it's almost, I'm not going to say it feels like a loss because he's trying new things now because people are getting the hang of the sistema de jogo que ele tem.
Especialmente agora com os 3 defesas e isso tudo.
Foi uma coisa quase nova que ele introduziu na Liga Portuguesa. Normalmente na Liga Portuguesa tu vês os 4 atrás.
Quando começou foi na Itália. Acho que foi normalmente em 2010 quando começaram.
Foi antes disso.
Foi mesmo antes?
Tecnicamente os italianos já jogam assim desde.
Mas os italianos normalmente a formação que eles jogam
são mais
são
defensivos.
conhecidas, são mais defensivos e normalmente é o legendário 4-4-2 que normalmente eles jogam. E nota-se agora com o André Pirlo no Juventus e muitos mais.
Mas isto já foi sempre.
Mas isso já é mesmo da Liga.
Na Liga Portuguesa não vês isso muito. Vês isso mais nas equipas mais pequenas.
Estás a ver agora até o próprio Jorge Jesus está a jogar com 3 defesas.
É que a gente não tem meio campo para segurar.
Isso também é verdade. Mas não, agora, como é que o Benfica joga mal com o Gil Vicente, perde 2-1, e agora foi ao Portimonense, quando o Portimonense estava a fazer goleadas, e automaticamente dão 5-1. no Portimonense.
Acho
Como é que é possível?
Acho que o Benfica foi muito confiante para o Gil Vicente. O Benfica, antes de Gil Vicente, foi 7 jogos sem sofrer um gol.
Got a little cocky.
Não, e é verdade. A gente estava confiante, estava com muita confiança, a gente estava com ritmo, e chegas a contra um adversário que quer-te dar-te bem, e estas equipas pequenas é que são isso, e foi sempre isso na Liga Portuguesa. Não é quando tu jogas contra o Benfica, Sporting, Porto ou Braga, para estas equipas pequenas, são como jogar um final.
A jogar nos Champions. Sergio Oliveira. Fucking piece of shit.
Sabes o que é? Eles não têm nada a perder.
E não tem, mas é verdade.
Não têm nada a perder.
Well, this is where they have to. These teams need points, so they have to kind of play a little harder than they were at the beginning of the season. They were like, oh, whatever.
Who's in the bottom now? I don't even know.
So,
but I haven't.
God, you're
This whole week has been shit for me.
So I know one of them is Marítimo. I think Nacional as well. And I believe it's Feirense.
No, so it's Nacional 18th, Fidens 17th, and then Marítimo
Anybody
16th.
can-
Yeah, but
Anybody
like the
can
three of
go
them.
down yet?
No, because it's all tight. Because it's Nacional has 21 points, Fidens has 25, and then Marítimo has 27. Boavista at 15th has 28.
Yeah.
Rio Ave has 29.
Also, it's close.
Yeah, so it's
So
all
yeah,
close on
it literally is like everyone is right next to each
that. Yeah,
other.
so now with that, I mean, if one team was already like gone, like relegated, then I could see that one team like, all right, we don't really give a shit. But now since like all 3 teams still have a chance to,
Oh, three. There's like 4 or 5 then, right? 'Cause it's all the way
Yeah.
to
yeah,
29,
the 14th
48.
to 15th place.
yeah,
That's all. It's all
até o
tight.
Famalicão
Yeah.
estava,
it's like 5 points.
se não me engano, era há 3
something like
jornadas, estava mesmo em último. E é olha, és tu o treinador que eu estava a falar, que ele tinha possibilidade de ir para o Porto, mas pronto, o Conceição renovou o contrato. Que é o Ivo, que é o Corisco, por acaso é um grande treinador. Mesmo quando ele estava no Vitória de Guimarães, há um ano atrás, ele estava a fazer um belíssimo jornada.
Just a side note. I just saw your car of the boys. It's nice. I just realized it was
Yeah.
your car of the boys
Sure.
transporting cars. It's
Yeah,
fucking great.
their shit's very old and it's broken. I think there used to be horns on the front of that.
It looks
Some
like
bullshit like that.
you chewed them off.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, that is just old,
So who do you think it's going to be relegated?
Nacional for sure because they're Basuda right now. I don't think Fidens is going to make it. Or, I think Fidens is going to stay above. I think the way they play.
Who did Porto just play that they lost?
They didn't
Was
lose. They just played Guimarães.
No,
Guimarães
who'd you guys play last? I'm trying to think.
You're talking about Fidens.
Fidens with Ryan Gold.
Who's the treinador Jorge Costa? Quem
Fidens.
is it? Fidens?
Parece, yeah,
Because they look like shit. The little time I've watched that game.
I don't know, man.
parece.
Ryan Gold's been
eu acho
killing
que é os dois, as equipas das ilhas que vão para baixo.
No, I think yeah. Well, yeah. Never mind. Sorry. I forgot
Nacional e
what I said.
Marítimo.
Yeah.
Nacional e Marítimo.
Yeah, I forgot.
Além do Marítimo ter-nos deitado fora na Taça de Portugal e isso tudo, eles não. E ser uma equipa tal. Foi sempre importante na Liga Portuguesa, eu acho. Para mim vai ser eles os dois. E depois talvez para cima vai ser o Estoril e o Varzim.
Well, I hope Schaub's fucking goes.
Well, I was gonna say that because I see a lot of shit on Facebook nowadays. That they're actually they've been playing really
They
well.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Third or fourth.
I think they're tied for third, but they're in fourth. But they play Academica, that's in first place right now. So
Yeah, but like Chaves did phenomenal, and
bro, they went only to the final against Porto that 1 year. No?
Yeah.
yeah, they did.
And then we almost won. O Ricardo foi guarda-redes e defendeu o penalti.
So o Chaves pode ir ao playoffs. E depois vai ser o. Sorry, eu disse Varzim, mas estava errado. É Estoril e Vizela. É isso que é.
Oh, Vizela. Yeah.
The problem our Chaves had was that when Chaves came up, they did really good that first year, and then we got rid of everybody.
Huh?
William went to Braga, didn't play.
Yeah,
They need money.
Varzim is actually about to be relegated from the second league.
This guy.
But on a side note, and my team, Trofans, is actually
Trofans.
exactly. You guys don't know.
No, I know. I
They were already in the second league before.
They
but
were in the
like,
first league too, long time ago.
Nem eu lembro.
I remember them playing.
Mas eles estiveram na segunda liga e depois foram abaixo por muito. E agora, a maneira que eles fazem agora é eu acho que é Campeonato de Portugal, é o que eles falam. São os 4 do Sul e os 4 do Norte vão uns contra os outros para ver quem é que vai ser promovido. Só vamos lá ver se o meu trofense, além de eu não saber ninguém que está lá, que passe para a segunda divisão e vamos lá ver se eles podem ver.
Yeah, I think Nacional's going down. They're just big trash this year, basura trash. But I want to go back to that Sporting thing. I just want to know. Just a question. Who the fuck puts João Mario on PKs, bro? I just want to know. I just want to talk to them.
Sporting, they really didn't have anyone PKs.
Personally,
I would have done Paulinho.
Fuck that guy, alright? But listen. We had at that time. He was the leading scorer, but then Sefero Noble Beach. He scored, and now he's 18 or whatever. But I'd rather have Paul. I guarantee Paul would do such a better job than fucking João Mario do.
Well, you guys started the podcast complaining that you guys have a bunch of young kids. So your most experienced player on the field
can't take PKs.
But João Mario was never one to score PKs like that.
Yeah, he never. Dude, I've never seen that man take PKs unless it was Portugal.
But again,
no, he scored already a goal in penalties.
Well, I know. Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. You guys are fighting for the title right now. So you guys need the experience. Who are you gonna put under that pressure to take a penalty?
Coates.
Personally, I would have done either Coates. Honestly, yeah, I would have done Coates because Coates have scored penalties.
Yeah,
or Paulinho. Honestly, I know Marco doesn't like the guy, but I think as a
lot of people
as a striker, he could have delivered.
A lot of people don't like him on Instagram because Paulinho had to limit the comments on his Instagram because people were talking shit about him and his family because he's been scoring.
Personally, I don't think you should go with the family.
You shouldn't go with the family, but
yeah, he hasn't proven himself yet,
he's definitely not worth the 13 mil, whatever that we had.
He definitely hasn't proven himself.
Your main striker, if your main striker isn't there and taking your penalties for you, what is he there for? You paid this money, put him taking penalties.
I don't know.
That's the only way I look at it.
I look at it that way.
I don't know if João Mario just wants to take it, or if Ruben's like, oh, no, can take it.
So the way it works, they're normally selected.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
yeah.
So, I don't know what the fuck Ruben's thinking of having fucking.
I just personally don't like.
I think it's just the experience level. I think it's just the experience. He's captain.
He could be. No,
he's not. He's not even a third captain.
No, Coates.
It goes Coates, and then Luis Neto, then Paulinho.
Yep.
I don't know.
Dude, I would have had Paulinho fucking take it.
Relax though.
I wouldn't have Coates though. Coates, when it comes to defenders, especially him, dude. If
I'm not mistaken, Coates is the third. Or
he's like the third most goal scoring defender.
Yeah, defenders.
That's
goal scorer. No, in Sporting.
Oh, Sporting. Sorry, that was Portugal. Sorry,
dude. Sporting has a defender that had scored 65 goals in his career.
You want to know what? Coates has more goals this year than Paulinho does. says all that I have to say.
Well, didn't Paulinho come in January?
I don't give a shit anymore. Okay? So
I'm just putting context. I'm just putting context to it. Just throwing in context to it all.
So we're gonna move on because I don't want to talk about it anymore because we have a game on Sunday, which we have to watch at 3 o'clock.
Fucking Braga too.
Yeah. So Jose Mourinho, the special one, the goat. He got sacked from Tottenham. People were saying because he didn't want to train the team because of the whole Super League, and Joey's going to elaborate on that. So take it away.
So
there's
two different stories going around, and nobody's clarifying it. So Levy came out saying it was results based, which is for me really weird because Mourinho is known for winning titles, for winning cups. And you sack him 6 days before the cup final.
It's a Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah, it's the League Cup final.
Carabao.
You sack him 6 days before
against City
that he's beaten twice this year.
Makes sense.
He's beaten City twice this year.
Makes sense.
He's beaten City twice this year. Don't look at me like that. I have done a lot of research.
No, I'm trying to see what twice was.
Twice this year. They played each other twice already in the league.
I got you, fam.
They won the second game.
No, they did not.
I got you. Hold on.
No, they did not.
Got you.
He is beaten.
I know they lost.
This year, he's beaten Pep twice.
They should win.
I don't.
I'm looking it up. Hold on. Relax.
So, Look that up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm pretty sure it's only once.
All right.
Because after...
So,
go ahead.
you're wrong.
Yeah, because after... Cause,
So they played Saturday, February 13th. Man City whipped Tottenham 3-0. And then
the game before it was 2-0 Tottenham. And that was like the big change. And that was the big change with Man City.
And that was...
Obviously. That was the big change with Man City because of the fact that after that, we didn't lose any games in all competitions for a while. Until you got Man United. Yeah. Well, I beat you to it. We got it.
There's that story, and then there's the story that once this European League, this Super League was announced, that he was against it, and him and like a lot of other managers were not aware. Nobody was given the warning. There's been talks about it for years, but nobody was given the warning that was going to be announced. So when they showed up to training Monday morning, he told the players not to go. He stopped players from training. He went into Levy's office trying to get answers, and that's when he got the sack because he told the players not to train. So if that's the case and that's that's what truly happened, my respect for the man, because he's been a man of throwing people on the bus, looking out for himself. If that's the case, this guy just the whole different level for me now. The respect level just went up like tenfold.
Which I can't believe because like we've also have had the pleasure to see Mourinho grow as a coach.
Imagine Mourinho without a Champions League, bro.
And
the Champions League is what made Mourinho.
Right, absolutely.
I feel like he's washed.
I understand what you're saying.
I feel like he's washed.
You know what the big difference is, and I think I've sent you guys the video of Costinha, the Costinha interview.
I've seen it before. Yeah.
So he has a very, very strong personality, and he has a certain way of trying to get the best out of his players. So the whole Costinha fui a jantar dele, convidou os jogadores todos a ir para a jantar com ele, e depois de jantar eu fui ao bar e fui tomar copos.
Foste tu ou foi o Costinha?
Não, foi o Costinha. Mas o Costinha tinha amigos de confiança que disse, olha, eu vou com os meus amigos agora, vocês fazem o que querem. E não, os jogadores partiram e foram com ele. E o Mourinho não gostou. Acho que no próximo jogo empataram, e a liga já estava em risco. Ele apertou muito com o Costinha. Apertou muito. And he was on his back a lot. He ended up having to play against Real Madrid. And there's a lot of backstory. I don't want to go because it's going to take me like half hour to go.
It's on YouTube. Está no canal 11.
Canal 11? No, it's it's not it's one of the Porto channels.
É o canal 11. É o canal 11. Aquele que o Vitor Villa fez.
No, it's not that. It's different. It's a different.
Então é no Porto Canal.
Yeah, it's on the, I think that was Porto Canal.
Mas de qualquer forma.
I think I'm going to start doing it too on our page. I'm going to start putting on links of what we talk about so people can get a little more understanding and look into it. But Costinha goes into really big detail of how Mourinho pushed him as a person and made him better as a player. Because like there's the stories he's talking about, like Mourinho blocking his car in at the training ground because he had to leave right after practice, and Mourinho wasn't having any of it. And he parked his car right behind his. You know, there's just little shit. And then he would talk all that, do that, and then at practice like, boa Costinha, assim, boa Costinha, passa a bola, assim,
puxava por ele.
Mas depois de treino fazia diferente.
Bem, o que o Marco estava a dizer agora. You said Mourinho is washed up, right?
I think so.
Why do you say so?
He hasn't really done anything.
Alright, so this is my take on this.
Man United, what did he win?
A Europa League, an FA Cup, and Carabao Cup.
Did he win a league?
He won 3 cups. He got 8 points behind City.
It's okay.
Closest we've been in 12 years.
And you still sacked him.
So
makes sense.
Well, let me actually.
Okay, and then from before there, where was he before there?
So no,
Chelsea.
So I actually want to take my take on that. So like we've had the pleasure, like especially like I think all of us we've seen him grow from Porto to Inter and Chelsea and all that good stuff. Honestly, we've also witnessed the drastic change of soccer. Sorry. The drastic change with football, no facto que a estrutura do futebol, as formações, da maneira que as equipas são treinadas, da psicologia entre os jogadores e isso tudo.
Acho que isso é mais. Esse parte para mim é mais do que tudo. Que
A
disseste
psicologia?
agora. Yeah.
Claro. Da maneira que as reações, mesmo nas redes sociais e isso tudo,
I think people are just too soft.
que volta.
Yes.
É isso, mas é isso. É o facto que.
Because I think the Costinha story, you can go into how he treated Pogba. And if Pogba, and this is my team I'm talking about, so if Pogba maybe acted differently or had a different reaction to it, maybe Pogba, there's a lot of if, buts, or maybes. He didn't get the reaction he wanted, and he ended up fucking himself even more.
Right.
Really, you know? But to say, it's tough to say somebody's washed up because, my opinion, because I think now we're in a very weird generation where we expect everything. We want results. And unfortunately, if that was the case in results, a lot of these great managers would have never gotten the opportunity to do or to get or to earn what they've gotten.
Don't quote me on this, but this season was the worst, the most losses that Mourinho has ever gotten throughout his career.
If not close to it. If not close
I know it's around there.
Look at the player. Doesn't have that
What
many star
could be
players.
changed? What do you think Mourinho could change?
I think he needs to get out of the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think he needs to.
I think he needs
I think he needs to have a fresh start.
I think
he needs. He didn't from when he left United to Tottenham. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Mhm.
When he left United to Tottenham, I think it was too fast.
He was out for a year.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a year.
He wasn't even.
He got sacked mid-season. Pochettino. That was the same season. Pochettino went to the final,
Lost the final.
lost the final, and then a month and a half later, he was fired from the league. He got
It
fired.
was after the 7-2 against Bayern that he got sacked.
7-2. No. 7-2. That's Arsenal. Arsenal lost 7-2.
No. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they lost 7-2 against Bayern.
Dodgy
Dude.
fan.
I'm almost sure.
No.
Anyways, I know it was a big loss at home. That was actually when they on their new stadium too. It was a big loss.
No, because Mourinho was there ready for the inauguration of the new stadium. I'm pretty sure of that.
When do you think that was?
It
What
was
that for Champions League?
It was the Champions League 2 years ago. But regardless, I think, to be honest, because all right, so there was a little bit of rumors that obviously a lot of Benfica don't really like Jorge Jesus, and there was in the talks that Jose Mourinho and his staff was actually in the quote unquote.
Yeah, it was 7-2.
7-2, right?
Yeah.
All right. I knew it was. I knew it was a pretty big thing. He was actually on the documentary on Amazon Prime. And like, anyways, so apparently Benfica is in the talks with Mourinho to go back to the Portuguesa.
We don't have the money for him.
No.
That's exactly what I thought.
I don't know, man. They think always be pulling out money out of their asses out of nowhere.
Who do you think replaces Mourinho?
I think the guy, if this guy,
No, but it's temporary. The dude's like 28 years old. He's young.
He's 29, yeah. I mean,
For what? For honestly, Everton.
what's his name? Nuno Espírito Santo, baby.
I think Brandon Rodgers.
I was thinking Brendan Rodgers. I was also thinking
Well, they were saying
coach for Everton, Ancelotti.
Ancelotti's not leaving Everton.
You think so?
They pay him too much money. They pay him too much
No,
money.
they were saying that Nuno Espírito Santo was looking at that.
One of the
He's gonna turn that shit
possible
into
coaches.
Portugal
Wolves.
FC.
Yeah, he's gonna turn that to fucking
Well, like he did everywhere else.
Fuck it, dude.
I mean, the system has worked. Not
This
this
season
year.
sucks because of all the injuries. You know, because I think they were sixth before Raul got hurt, 6th or 7th. So they were still in the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Went downhill from there.
Dude, it was him. Then Prudence right after him. Then now Neto.
Yup.
And then you have the 40 million wonder kid.
They bought William. They bought William Jose. He came hurt.
He scored a goal.
He came back. But he came. They bought him hurt.
That's good.
You know.
That's like Sporting.
I was gonna say that's like Sporting last year, dude.
You know.
That fucking Brazilian.
That whole team's been weird with a
I
lot of
fucking,
injuries.
what was it? That fucking kid from
It was that Brazilian dude from Shakhtar.
that's
I forgot what his name is, but
It's the
Fernando?
Brazilian guy from Chuck. That's what we're calling him.
Well, that's because every freaking player at Shakhtar is Brazilian.
It's like Fernando. Yeah, I
And
think
then
it is
you have that
Fernando or
Portuguese
something like
coach.
that. Yeah, I think it is Fernando. Came in, thought was going to play, never played.
So Sporting, the way they introduced the players last year was actually really cool. They did like a whole passport where he came from and shit like that, and then they did these promising players. They paid $10 million for Rosier. Have you heard of him? Exactly.
Has he even played?
He
No.
played. He
Played a couple
played
games, then
one,
that's it.
maybe like one Tasca Portugal game, and then he was playing at the Sporting B.
Yeah.
Sorry, at the Sporting U23 because there was no Sporting B back then.
And now he's loaned out to Besiktas, and he said he doesn't want to come back, so fuck it, sell him.
Ciao, ciao, bacalao.
Because that dude, ass as fuck.
Yeah, so we're getting a little off track.
But I think what Mourinho accomplished throughout his years still overweighs what he's failing at now.
I still think he should like have a. I think he should sit
He
himself
should go
down.
to Germany.
No,
No.
Um,
He needs a full year off.
all right.
He needs a full year off, regenerate himself.
I think he should start from a fresh start.
I think he needs to go back to Italy.
Go back.
I think
Go back to Italy. Go maybe Portugal. I don't think Portugal.
What team in
They
Italy is
just
going
wouldn't
to?
be able to.
He's not going to Inter, I'll tell you that.
Dude.
nobody's taking Conte out of it.
He's not going.
Yeah,
He's
no.
not going to AC Milan, I'll tell you that.
There's
maybe-
talks of Pirlo leaving, so
maybe
Pirlo
Juventus.
stepping down.
Well,
yeah, but
no,
Ronaldo
they,
said he's.
they already said
they're
it
saying Ronaldo wants to leave to go back to your
to Man
club.
United. Yeah, that was the talk this morning.
I like to.
What'd you take him?
I don't want to get my hopes up.
Dude, you kidding me? Who would not take Ronaldo?
What? They said they would
Yeah.
trade Pogba.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Do you hear what? So Bruno Fernandes made a clear statement.
With a zero fast.
Clear statement saying that I will not renew my contract. Well, I will renew my contract once Pogba confirms that he's renewing his.
Comes back to
That
Sporting.
was on Twitter.
Fuck yeah.
I saw something on Twitter.
That was on Sky Sports as of like 9 o'clock this morning.
Crud.
Comes back to Sporting. Fuck it.
You guys couldn't afford him. You'd have to sell your whole squad.
Relax.
You couldn't afford him.
Listen,
Isso for por João Costa. A filha, olha.
Tem mais
Tem
sorte
mais-
que o Ronaldo.
o filho
Tens
tem-
mais sorte que o
tem a
Ronaldo
fi-
vir para trás.
Why we're
Tem a
not?
filha, tem
Agora
agora
tem um filho.
Vai falar português.
We're not speaking English.
No, they're all speaking Portuguese. I follow him on Instagram, bro. You saw his daughter jumping on the little
follow
jump
him.
thing?
Oh, yeah.
They're all talking Portuguese. They don't want to talk that British.
Não,
fucking
tem
shite.
um vídeo do Bruno Fernandes a falar a ensinar inglês para a filha.
I wouldn't be mad Bruno coming.
É tão bonitinha.
But Bruno in the midfield with Bragança, Paulinho behind them. Ronaldo as a striker because
Oh, that's
Paulinho's trash.
that
But
was really cool.
sorry. So we're gonna swing it to Joey of this nice, lovely
Joey.
European Super League, baby.
Joey, this is Tasca Lusa. Tell me why you're mad.
I'm saying, so I'm gonna lay the red carpet for you.
So,
I'm
Sunday.
gonna lean back on this one, boys.
So as of Sunday, so my girl plays on a
Semi-pro.
not Sunday pro. She
All right,
plays on like a
whatever.
travel. I don't know what that.
Su-
She plays.
Sunday league,
She
Sunday.
plays on a Sunday league team. So we went to the game, and as I was watching the Man United game Sunday afternoon, and that's when the news started to break about it, that there was a leak to the media saying that this was going to be confirmed. So they said it was like 9:30, some shit like that, that they were going to announce it from 9:30 there. So from 4 o'clock to about 6:37, I was watching like 18 different guys. I went from Sky to BT to ESPN to like small podcasters, small fan channels, back and forth, listening to everything.
Dedicated.
So,
What was it? It was supposed to be announced at 9:30. Ended up being announced at like 11:30.
11:30
Yeah.
UK time.
Yeah.
So, what these teams? There was 12 teams.
Name them all for me.
Spurs, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Tottenham.
6.
Big Six in UK.
Okay. Next.
Did I
It's 6.
I counted them all, right?
Yes,
I think
it's
The big 6, yeah.
You got 6.
AC Milan, Inter, Juventus,
Okay, that's 9.
Barcelona,
10.
Real Madrid,
11.
Atletico Madrid.
Look at you.
So these 12 teams, for some odd reason, think they don't have enough money. So they want to. I'm not even going to go to that because there's very big arguments, different stories.
I want to go to that.
So these guys decided to. This has been in talks since 2017. That this is the first time they brought it up in 2017. That I'm not even say clubs because it's not clubs. It's these rich owners that think that because they said it. Oh my God, what was the word they used? They called fans. Oh my God, I can't think of the word because they kept calling them legacy fans. The way they kept throwing around because that's what they think about these fans that have been going to the club since the 80s and the 90s. The legacy fans.
Okay, yeah.
These owners decided, well, UEFA and FIFA, the Premier League, the FA, La Liga, Copa del Rey, Serie A, Italian Cup aren't giving us our fair share that we think we deserve. So you know what? We're going to separate ourselves and we're going to make our own league where we don't get relegated, where we can control when we play, who we play, where we play, how much we get paid, how TV rights that we control, everything. So these 12 teams decided to have, instead of having, because honestly speaking, we're picking up one of the two different evils. Which evil do we want? Do we want to be controlled by UEFA or FIFA? Or do we want to be controlled by these guys?
I want to be controlled by Deus.
But these guys decided that we're going to have the monopoly of us, and we're going to control it all. First of all, I'm going to give a really big shout out to Gary Neville and Carragher because...
Who?
Jamie Carragher.
Okay. Carragher.
These two guys, these are another ones I was watching all day Sunday.
Oh, Gary Neville, I was watching that shit like a whole...
João, I give you a lot of shit. I give you a lot of shit for being a Man City fan. A lot of shit. Do you know what Man City has done for the city of Manchester in the last 15 years?
What have they done?
Well, besides the shit ton of donations?
So, Man City Stadium
Yep.
is... Manchester United probably couldn't even be a secondary stadium for them. And I'm talking about my stadium and my club. Old Trafford couldn't be a backup stadium for them. How shit our stadium and how fucked up our stadium's been for the last 15 years. Yeah. What you guys done meant the west side of Manchester has the Adabi family has created jobs, has infrastructure, has created homes, has done. I think they have 4 teams now through the pyramid in England.
Jeez.
We talk shit about them, but then we don't look at ourselves. The biggest thing that Gary Neville said, because it was about 2 teams that Gary Neville had a real big issue of, was Liverpool, the team you'll never walk alone.
The people's team.
The people's team. And you do this? Manchester United, 130 years of history.
Ignore it. Don't worry about it.
Call you after.
130 years. We were the pioneers of UEFA. We were the first English team to win. We were the first English team to go.
You guys were... Alright, and I don't like giving a lot of shit to Man United because of the history that you guys have. You guys are honestly...
You want another one?
You guys are the team that have won it up.
You want to start it off?
Yes, please.
Con licenza.
Ya parece tu enamorado, caray.
No, I can never be.
But like, you guys are honestly the team that has won it all.
I'm
like
this way.
Regardless, and Gary Neville was saying like you guys have done like has many other teams have raised their prices for tickets. You guys actually withheld the ticket pricing for a long time.
I'm going to cut you there. So, again, I've told you both that I have done a lot of research over the last 4 days for this podcast. 20% of all tickets sold in the Premier League, 20%, or one ticket, like 20% of all tickets sold, or I think it's like 21%, are sold under £20.
Okay.
Liverpool, since 2011, season ticket price has went up 1,020%.
Jesus Christ.
Arsenal has the most expensive season ticket holders.
Let me just give the people a sweet sound of.
Again, I go back to my club, right? We've been owned by the Glazers since 2005. That got in the team for a steal. Okay, the Glazers since 2005 have put no money that they took the loan out for. Since 2005, have barely paid back interest to that loan.
That's what I'm talking about.
They paid, I think they paid like $430 million into the interest so far. They haven't even gotten past the interest. You know how much money we made on shirt sales since 2011?
How much?
$430 million on shirt sales.
And that's
But
interest.
Old Trafford, you can see the rust on the steel beams.
OSHA. Get OSHA out there.
We're the only stadium in the fucking world that 5 feet past the white lines, you have fucking bricks.
My thing. So, like, obviously, you've known that Man City has given a lot of jobs, and you've done your research. Like, I appreciate that, and you actually have told me some things that I actually didn't know.
Appreciate you.
So, like, on that note, and yeah, they are. So this is the way I see it. Like, the big clubs that have come to be included on the European Super League.
Or European Money League. Let's call it what it is.
It's a Super League.
My thing is, it's like all of these clubs.
In the beginning, the European wasn't installed. It was the Super League. People started calling the European Super League because the 12 initial clubs were from Europe. A lot of people don't know that. When this was first talked about, the European wasn't there. It was called a Super League, and that's it. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure that they were in talks with like people like Boca Juniors, Flamengo, teams in South America
Flamengo
to make this bigger.
So this is the thing, and because they wanted to go up to 22 teams. No,
15.
15.
They wanted 15 inaugurated teams, founding teams that could not get relegated from this.
Where's the
So you now this is
shit? This is shit.
This is the most weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life because you're saying you're gonna have 15 founding teams, but you only announced 12. So already
Right.
you're not even clear
So
cut.
this is my thing. What is it? Arsenal 9th place. Tottenham 7th place.
Money.
I don't know.
You know-
Place.
Not anymore.
They lost today.
They lost today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tottenham? Oh, Arsenal. Oh.
no, Arsenal.
I was going to say, Tottenham won yesterday. I was watching that game.
No, Tottenham has the Carabao Cup. So
We're in 6th, sorry.
yeah, I know it's around there. Again, money. Now you're missing Ajax, which
Has more champions than Arsenal and Tottenham combined.
right. You're missing. I'm gonna say it. I hate them, but I'm gonna say it. Benfica. Benfica has a good history on the Champions League. I believe it's 3 or 4.
2.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. One in the 60s, one in the 80s, I believe.
Portugal has 4.
Portugal has 4 with Sporting and Benfica and Porto.
Yep.
Regardless, like
Shout out
these
to
are teams.
Shout out to Pinto Costa for saying no. By the way,
Verenda
yeah.
said no, but we weren't invited.
Well, my thing is, it's like these teams that have
Oh, man.
a shit ton more history than Arsenal and Tottenham are not being included.
I want to say history. I wouldn't
Dude.
say history.
I think it's money.
I want to
It
say
is all.
I want to
baloney.
say I want to say history because Arsenal and Tottenham are full of history, just not in Europe.
Right.
Just not in Europe. They've made
Well-
they both made finals. They've never won any of them. But Arsenal and Tottenham are very big in England,
In England, again,
and not even
you're
just money wise.
quoting England.
I'm not even money wise because they are one of the richest clubs there. Yes, but they are backed with domestic competitions won. A lot of people don't think Tottenham. They haven't won anything in a long time, but Tottenham was really big in the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Right.
They were really big.
My thing is, all right. So I wouldn't even blame the clubs because, well, some, because of one thing. And you said it. It's these co-owners.
Not co-owners, the full owners.
Full owners.
The full owners.
Which they're part of the billionaire clubs.
That
And
1%. That 1%. You know what kills me? You know what kills me? So, I'm going to touch on certain things, right? Marco, right?
Yes.
You're a Rams fan, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Who's the owner of the Rams?
No idea.
Stan Kroenke. It's Kroenke Entertainment. It's Kroenke Entertainment Enterprise or some shit, but it's Stan Kroenke.
Did they own them when they were in St. Louis too?
That I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think they did. I think it was only when they moved to LA.
So, no. It was when they moved to Vegas because they were in Vegas before they went to LA, right?
No, dude. They went from St. Louis to LA. They never went to Vegas. That's the Raiders. The Raiders went to Vegas.
So
Vegas.
the biggest because they bought them. Then they were at St. Louis. So the biggest thing Stan Kroenke told Rams fans in the beginning that they wouldn't move stadiums.
And look at us now.
Right. So for you, it doesn't really make a difference because you're on the East Coast, right? But say you lived in St. Louis, you're a season ticket holder, you go to every game, it's close to you. Now your team that you follow goes to LA.
But you have to remember, this is not the first time the Rams were.
No, and I'm not. But again, it's different competition.
But I understand the reason. But they were LA. I think they went St. Louis. They went to LA back in the day. Went back to St. Louis, and then they just went back to LA.
Yeah.
So they've been going back and forth.
Stan Kroenke, if I'm not mistaken, has owned Arsenal for like 14, 15 years. Another one that just they changed stadiums recently. I think it was like 8 years ago. They went to the Emirates. Liverpool.
LeBron James, baby.
He owns a stake. He's not majority owner. It's Fenway Sports something.
Yeah,
It's
Boston, baby.
It's Henry something. They own Boston Red Sox.
Fuck yeah.
He was one. I'm not even giving him credit, but he was one of the first ones to apologize to the fans and everything about what was going on, which was horrible, because I don't know if anybody watched this video. So behind, what do they call the rose for endearment and for apology?
Excuse me, what the hell did you just say?
Like, what's the color for the rose that's like there for endearment and like apologize?
White, no?
Yellow. What was in the background of his apology speech?
No idea.
Yellow roses. Like, this guy made everything perfect for him.
Oh, the guy's name is John W. Henry of Fenway Sports Group.
These millionaires. So I'm gonna go back to my club, and just 2 more points because it irks the shit out of me. These guys. Man United, these owners, out of the 6 top groups, are the only ones that take a stake out of the club every single year. The Glazers pay themselves $78 million a year.
That's what I'm talking about.
They take $78 million out of the club every year. The CEOs of Manchester United get paid $70 million a year.
And they couldn't get enough security for fans not to fucking raid their camp the other day, huh?
Here's a peaceful protest.
They ain't no Sporting, dog. Get the fuck out of here. We got good ultras. Bruno Carvalho paid them
BDC,
good.
BDC,
dude.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. How can you not pay back what you owe to the club and you want to do that? Now, there's been a lot of big talks about how the German leagues run.
Didn't they leave already?
No.
Oh,
There's a big talks of how the German leagues run. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in Germany,
fans make the call, no?
so in Germany, you can have privately owned clubs, but they can only buy up to 49% stake into a club.
Yeah, because the rest is for the fans, I think, right?
Germany has the 50+1 thing. So 50+1 are owned by season ticket holders.
That's what I'm talking about.
Season ticket holders, the final say of anything big that the club does. Like change stadiums, change names, anything big.
If Sporting did that, I would pay a membership. Be like, let's buy Ronaldo, and like, what are we doing here?
You guys are socios. Sporting has sócios. You guys don't make like little decisions like that, but big decisions come through the sócios.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, and the president, and the
Like,
president.
Benfica.
No, Portugal, Spain. Spain's the weird one out of all of it because Florentino Perez keeps thinking this is going through.
Well, he did say that all the teams that say that they're going back, they still haven't submitted the paperwork or, excuse me, paid the fine.
He can stick that fine up his ass.
But this is my thing. Hold on, I'll let you finish. Go for it.
So let me touch up. Sorry to cut you off. Well, Florentino Perez. All right. So he wants this to go through. You know why? Because by 2022, he wants to have everything done with his stadium, which cost over $2 billion.
Yeah.
With, and that's building malls. That's building shit. Like,
He's trying to get jobs.
Manchester,
Yeah.
Real Madrid was $900 million in debt, and you decide to build a $2 billion stadium.
Fuck that.
thank
Like,
you.
how?
That's
How?
Like that's my thing.
How?
That's why he's
How does this guy
pushing
get?
this shit
How does
through.
this guy get reelected? He just got reelected last year.
It's how Pinto Costa gets reelected. You don't vote for him, you die.
Yeah, but Peter Costa don't make these stupid decisions.
Pinto
He
Costa.
actually makes great decisions
Yeah.
for his club.
Tem brasileiro.
It fucks everybody else in the league. But for Porto, they're great decisions.
Oh fuck.
As a president, I think he's done phenomenally. Like I don't personally, you don't see many of that.
But as a guy, piece of shit. Don't like it.
I honestly, dude, if you had him at your club as president,
I'd love
Stop.
até já vos pés.
I don't know, but I don't want to get off track. But I don't know why people hate Varendas. I feel like he's doing a decent job. To me,
It did horribly.
in the first year, dude, give him a break.
He
is
did
the-
horribly.
this
is the first year, who cares?
This is the guy that doesn't
He's
give
been-
anybody else a shot.
He's been there.
Carlo's not the guy. He's been there 6 months, bro.
He's been there for 3 years now. The first 2 transfers, he did horribly because he wasn't listening
But
to
that-
the right people.
Well, he's listening to fucking Hugo Viana and fucking what was that other guy's name?
He's listening to Viana and Ruben Amorim.
No,
That's
not
literally
now.
what it is.
Not now.
No, but before it was stupid.
Who was the other guy? Hugo Viana and
I
somebody
really
else.
don't give
Was
a
it-
shit.
I think it was Beto. Was it? I don't know.
I don't give a shit. Honestly.
I think he's doing a decent job.
I think
But- Whatever.
I could comment on that, but not for this podcast.
I think the whole Super League thing, I think once you have clubs like Porto and PSG being the shining armor that everybody's looking to for moral support, you know you don't fucked up. When you have these two clubs being
I completely zoned out. But you said PSG, right?
one, once you have clubs like PSG and Porto being the moral of what the world wants you to be, or like the people that everybody's looking at, you know you don't fucked up.
They're literally the Marcel to my João de Vila fucking moment. They're the ones that give you a nice pat on the back saying, hey, are you okay, hon? Are you okay?
But I think we need to, because I don't think fans knew how important or how strong they can be when they unite. 'Cause I'm a Manchester United fan, diehard. You know,
You don't say.
Is that right?
you know, and I see a lot of fan channels. I watch a lot of, you know, Manchester United people that have podcasts that do things at stadiums during games. And you have a lot of different opinions. You have a lot of different things. People don't agree with this. People don't agree with that. You know, people like, oh, we won Champions League with the Glazers there. Fuck the Glazers. The Glazers out of my club. Fuck them. But the last 4 days, I saw a tweet the other day, and it was like, you know how when you talk politics, right? A week seems like an hour seems like a week.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk soccer and like things like this soccer, a minute seems like a year. Because I felt like Sunday and Monday, every half hour when something was coming out, I felt like it was a new day. The amount of news and the amount of things were coming out.
I could relate.
I don't know, man. Monday took forever for me at work. little sus.
Because I was doing the same thing. Because I feel like I feel like we're all did. It's like because I think in between you and I on our group chats, we were constantly sharing something. Or I know I myself included. I think I shared like maybe 3 podcasts.
Dude, I don't think I could copy and paste any faster than I was doing, bro. I watched like between Sunday and Monday. I don't think I slept, dude. How much shit and how much stuff.
That's way too much.
How much, dude? It's just Manchester. Dude, whether we lose, whether we win, whether we tie, whether we're shit, whether we're winning, whether we're everything.
Glory.
Manchester United, for some reason. Manchester United is probably the only club that I can probably say that I'll wake up on a Sunday morning at 7:30 in the morning to watch.
You wouldn't watch Benfica at 7 o'clock?
You wouldn't watch sports?
No.
You make me sick. I would. Fuck.
So, a lot of things that Paris said during his interview, I found ridiculous. Like, we're trying to, the fans between ages of 16 and 24 aren't tuning in anymore. Did you hear that comment?
That's bullshit.
Did you hear that comment?
I did.
Maybe, when I was 16 and 24, all the fucking games gave on ESPN. All the games gave on cable. Maybe you guys that are 16 and 24 can't afford Peacock. Can't afford CBS Prime.
So if you guys want to get a Fire Stick,
No.
I know a guy.
I know a guy that knows.
I know a guy.
I know a guy. But still, bro, how do you know how hard it is to find a game or to watch a game?
I did. I really did. Well, I don't.
You don't.
I watch Sport TV.
But
Yeah.
before we knew this guy, right? That hooked us all up. How?
Thanks, guy.
How will you watch all these games? I had Peacock before I met this guy. Before this guy hooked me up.
A live score.
It's just
and all these apps that would tell me the scores because I couldn't really watch it because you have to literally pay freaking $400 a month for cable for you to get actual access to this channel.
I remember.
I listened to Relatos.
Dude,
But
how do you expect to attract teenagers from 16 to 24, whatever? How do you expect to attract them to watch your product when you're charging people an arm and a leg, and then expect that you're not getting enough money?
Makes sense.
It makes no sense. And the fact that Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus haven't pulled out is a fucking disgrace. Juventus has not pulled out.
Pull out game week.
3 teams have not pulled out yet.
Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus.
Technically, all 12 of them haven't pulled out, according to Florentino.
Well, Florentino thinks the world revolves around him and Real Madrid.
It did a couple of years ago. If you think about it, he really did a couple of years ago.
It didn't revolve around him, it revolved around the team.
Exactly.
It revolved around Zidane. Zidane made that team.
Ronaldo made that
it's
team.
Crazy, bro. It kills me because once, like the whole fan thing, right? If fans, Bamford said it really, really fucking well. Bamford after the Leeds Liverpool game, Bamford was like, "It's crazy how you mess with somebody's pocket, what an uproar it is. But things like racism, for some reason we all can't get together on." Bamford said that. All the players that have been coming out, like Bruno said something small, he quoted Prudence. De Bruyne kind of like went on his background of how he came up as a young guy in Belgium, came to the league, went to Germany, and had the dream of one day playing in the Champions League. All these teams, bro.
I think what was it?
What's the craziest fact I heard today? That Chelsea versus Real Madrid, it's the first time since '98 in a competition.
That's all we'll hope for. Too.
We don't want to see Chelsea versus Real Madrid every year.
No.
Not 2 times a year. Not 3 times a year. We want to see that it's going to be 2 decades.
My thing is, and this is the beautiful game about, like, this is what we look forward to on that Tuesday and Wednesday for the Champions League. And it's like, It's
Monday, Tuesday,
it's our
I think. Because Wednesday, Thursday is Europa League.
No, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, bro.
But Europa League.
Are you high, dude?
And Thursday's Europa.
I thought it was Wednesday, Thursdays. Goes to show I don't know shit about anything, so that's why I haven't said anything lately.
It kills me, bro. It kills me.
My thing is, you look forward to those days to watch these phenomenal teams and players go head to head every once in a while, because that's what honestly sells those tickets. It's honestly what we as footballer fans enjoy watching. It's like it shouldn't be a day-to-day basis, because then like it's those like the Manchester derbies or the London derbies or anything.
We live for the moments like Leicester winning the league, like Manchester City winning the league with the final day of the final game of the year. Those are the moments you can't buy. Those are the moments you can't relive. Those are the moments that are engraved in history. Like the 99 Manchester United treble winners. Like the 58 Manchester United European Cup winners. Like the busty babes that died in Munich. Those are moments you can't.
The Liverpool Championship final against AC Milan.
Oh, 2005. The
freaking greatest comeback.
The Chelsea Bayern penalty shootout. Moments like that, dude. Porto 04, bro. Beating United and Real Madrid.
I'm just saying, AC Milan against Real penalty shootout was so much better.
What a shit.
But you know what I'm saying? These are moments where,
dude,
my dad talks about so much about like European games back in the day. Dude, I have really big memories of going to watch Champions League games when Benfica was in. When I was really young, going to the club, and my dad's like, "Yo, we're playing Real Madrid."
And he felt proud about it.
I was like, "Yo, why are we going to the club we went to the club every day." I was like, "Why are we going to the club on a Tuesday at like 3 o'clock?" I'm going to Benfica. I'm like, who are they playing? He's like, Figo. But it's true, bro. These are memories that I have in my head.
My thing is, it's like, and you forgot to even mention. Did you mention like how these players couldn't even play for the national team?
I think that was all speculation. I think it was more UEFA and FIFA trying to scare players.
As they should. And if you think about it, you know how many players from our national team would be out? I think we would only have available 4 or 5 out of that last squad that was called up.
We would have had
Nelson Oliveira. Sorry,
you would have had
fucking Nelson Oliveira. Nelson Smith.
You would have had Nelson Smith. You would have had Pep. You would have had the last team that was called. It was Duarte. What was it? The left. Men's. You had Men's. You would have had Neves, Danilo,
Anthony
Lopes. You would have had a decent squad. It's just the big names you wouldn't have. Yeah. I think I can name the players that you like. I probably name more of the players that you couldn't have than the players that you would have. But Zlatan put out a really big quote and a very great quote too.
I was going to say that
because Zlatan was like, I've worked 10 years, my last 10 years of my career, to be able to be good enough again to play for Sweden, because I haven't been good enough to play for Sweden in the last 10 years. And now that I finally qualified and I finally got my spot back, you want to take it away from me? I'll go play for Malta again. I don't need to be at AC Milan. I don't need the money here. I'll go play for Malta and go represent my nation. The same way that Ronaldo would go back to Sporting. The same way that Messi would go back to Boca. We don't need these teams.
It wasn't Boca.
It was Boca.
No, it was something else. It was somebody else.
River Plate.
No, it wasn't River Plate.
I know it was Boca. Maybe it was Racing.
Well, you've been pulling them up all day. Keep pulling them up.
Got you, fam.
But dude,
regardless,
just, the Chelsea, the greatest thing I've seen all week was the Chelsea fans stopping the bus to getting into the stadium.
Fucking Peter Cech there too. Is like,
well, Peter Cech's like a director of football for them now. So Peter Cech was kind of thrown
after his hockey career.
Was kind of thrown in a line of fire. He was the one that got off the bus and tried to clear the Chelsea fans.
No shit.
But the Chelsea fan, the game started like 45 minutes late. because they wouldn't let the bus pass until
That's it.
they
Until they found answers.
yeah, until they got answers. But it's weird because they keep talking how two teams were very doubtful about going in. And I'm pretty sure that Man City was one of them, because Man City have had their eye on the ball of the Champions League. That's their goal. And the other one was Chelsea. Abramovich is a soccer person. He wants that. He wants to win. He's been that type of person since
Right.
04. He doesn't want restrictions. He wants to be able to make his team the best team in the world. Look at the $200 million he just spent on the squad. He wants titles. He wants to do what he wants to do. I think it was those two big teams.
Newell's old boys.
No, but
We're both.
but Zlatan, I think, said, if I'm not mistaken, Zlatan said Paul.
No, but yeah, Zlatan said something else.
No,
but
oh, maybe. All right, you
Yeah.
fucked that up, but I know what you were saying.
I like how you went on Wikipedia.
Couldn't find it.
Anyways, go ahead, Joey. Continue.
I got a brain fart.
Regardless, I feel like if most players like spoke up and like,
No, but a lot of players started to.
well, I'm saying like key players. Like, I'm honestly waiting for Messi and Ronaldo to speak up, and
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will because of the amount of hate they will
don't-
probably
they
get.
don't- they don't wanna
But
be sad.
I honestly, I think this goes beyond hate and beyond likings and dislikings of a player. It's about what we grew up with. It's about the soccer. It's about what this world needs. I feel like there's I don't know how to say it. There's a balance to what the sport really is and what brings people together. Like, what sport else brings all nations together when it comes to World Cup? Or like, yes, Super Bowl gives a shit ton of million viewers, but nothing compared to a damn freaking World Cup.
No.
Not even close.
I think, like I said, I think if they would have structured it different, they would have came out differently. They would have had fans' involvement, try to get their perspective on things. It would have had a different perspective. The way that they almost tried doing this, it was released like 11:30 at night on a Sunday, bro. Like, they almost wanted to like trick, haha, you guys are waking up to this. Like,
Right.
it was just shady from the get-go. Like, you guys have been talking since 2017, and you guys have talked to nobody in the club about this?
But strategically, it's a smart move.
It's not.
No,
It's not.
No, I'm saying strategically, like, oh, we don't have fans in the damn freaking. We don't have the fans in the game. We don't have people to freaking riot because of
You're seeing it now.
so far COVID. That's because people don't give a rat's ass if there's COVID or not. That's our sport. Like,
Yeah.
if I feel like if you and I, or if Marco or a shit ton of our friends, if we were to live in that country where you're ruining football,
Oh my god! If I was in Manchester, I would. Well, Manchester, I got to protest tomorrow. I did.
I'm surprised you haven't flew there, but like, again, COVID restrictions. But like, that's the thing. It's like,
Bro, like as I got really frustrated all week. My biggest thing, the number one thing on my bucket list, is to go watch a game at El Trafford. That is number one on my bucket list before I do anything else in this world I want to do. I want to go to Old Trafford,
you've already done a lot of time.
and I want to go watch a game there.
You know what I want to do?
I don't know. Do you think I care?
Maybe because it involves you, bitch. Go to a nice MLS game.
I'm sorry.
We've done that.
I know. I'm just saying.
We
As
experienced
of
that.
lately, dude, I'm itching to hear the crowd.
Let's go.
And-
Let's go to Miami. They got fans.
Yeah, right.
We can do that.
So does MLS. So does New York Red Bulls. They have fans. I'm pretty sure they do.
I think so.
Pretty sure they have fans. I think it's like 25%
Yeah.
capacity.
I think they actually. I think so.
I could probably get
Um,
free tickets.
Shit.
What the fuck? What are you
The
doing?
fuck you waiting? No, but like, I think it's just like, dude. Honestly, sitting on that chair until the kickstart times, and just to hear those goosebumps, dude. I remember when Marco and I went, and a friend of mine, Brian, He ended up going to. We ended up going to the Yankee Stadium and to see Liverpool and Sporting. Even though half of those people didn't know how to sing "We'll Never Walk Alone," I remember, and I have a lot of cabillos. I remember all my freaking cabillos like being like with goosebumps, like just to hear that roar and like the excitement of the game. Like it's exhilarating.
Dude, I went
to me.
I went to
just.
So my girl's brother's a big Liverpool supporter. So like a year and a half ago, he wanted to go. There's a Liverpool supporter bar. There's supporter bars all over the city in Manhattan. He wanted to go to Liverpool one. Dude, you good?
I'm not like
The atmosphere in the bar, Jesus Christ! My girl's a Man City fan, but I had bought her front row tickets to see Man City versus Liverpool when they went to MetLife, and the Liverpool fans, wow, bro,
Shit all over them.
Liverpool fans have been very vocal and very enthusiastic throughout the years. They're just, it's insane. From when I went to the supporter bar to when I watched them. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but the way that even fans here in the States, it's a whole different environment. It's crazy how that we went to a supporter bar and they're singing real like chants that they would sing at the ground. No, it's just crazy. And the one chant I've been saying all week was, I forgot how it goes.
I was saying all week.
Get out of our club. Get out of our club. You greedy bastards. Get out of our club.
Thea.
Fuck the Glazers. Fuck them.
Did you tell your Thea that?
Well, I'm gonna. Are you done? Are you done? Are you good? Did you get all?
Did you get all?
There's so much.
Yeah,
It's like every episode we do. I have so much more to talk about, but we never have enough time.
I just want to put. So, from what I got out of this, it's like you said in the beginning. You're kind of. It's either you're going with a monopoly with Real Madrid, or you're going with a monopoly with FIFA and UEFA. It's either or. You're under one jurisdiction. What's the difference between them separating themselves? Or I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not like fucking die hard. Fuck you, Glazers, dude. Like fuck out of our club, kind of like fan. But I'm like, dude, if they want to do their own thing, I mean, do their own thing. It's like the International World Cup for the clubs or whatever. Who made that?
The World Cup club, the clubs.
Yeah, that thing.
It's that's FIFA. So it's the 6 continents. Whoever wins the like Champions League or whatever. So like whoever wins Copa Libertadores.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the Champions
No,
League.
I know.
wins.
Yeah, I know all that. But so what's the difference between that or a Super League?
That's actually you actually earned your spot to be there. You won a title to go to that league, to go to that tournament.
The Super League, you're being picked, dude. It's not earned. It's not earned.
Because I understand the whole not earned thing, but if you want, it's like, all right. So say you're a president or you're a coach or whatever. Are you gonna pick players that are good, or are you gonna pick players that earn to be on that? You know that the players that are better than the players that earn to be on that starting 11. Like, are you going to pick players that are really good, like like they're the best in the world, or are you going to pick players that are like kind of like not that good but they earned to be there on that team? Because if Ronaldo wasn't good like he is, do you think he would have earned to be on a club like Real Madrid, Barcelona?
But he worked and he earned to be that good.
Yeah, it didn't come raw time. Like we've discussed this with like Messi and Ronaldo. It's like,
but you can't say Messi didn't earn to be on that squad.
Oh, of course he worked hard as well.
You know, how do you? Okay, you can have that argument. Like, okay, this player's like let's put the fact like Neymar. Mm-hmm. Neymar got bought by PSG.
Mm-hmm.
They had Di Maria. They had a couple other guys. They had Lucas Moura. Mm-hmm. Players that have been there for a little bit that earned or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, but now you're buying somebody else that's better.
Yeah.
Perfect. But that's But that's part of like the pyramid of soccer, Marco.
Why wouldn't this be considered a pyramid of soccer?
Because
you have the best clubs in the world.
Okay, but then you'll never have again a moment like Leicester City had. A moment like right now, Sporting's about to have winning the league. You haven't won a league in 20 years.
I don't think the Super.
If this happened and Porto went there, you wouldn't have that opportunity.
I don't think the Super League is a competition for like making memories like that. I feel like it's about money because everything in this life you have to make money.
Isn't it like triple the amount of?
There was
It was like 300 million, something like that.
Each club. That's funny because I saw something the other day. It was like when Gunnosaurus gets sacked, the mascot of Arsenal, as Kroenke was signing a check for 3.4 billion for Super League. Football's dead. I think JP Morgan was investing like 5.7 billion into this.
I like the concept of being promoted, being relegated, because then you strive to succeed.
I don't think this league I don't think it's this league in their eyes. To me, what I think isn't meant to be like a league, like a Portuguese league or a Bundesliga or a league like that. I feel like this is a league like the fucking like these summer U.S. Cups that they come here and play and against like they pick their teams, right? They pick like Liverpool.
But they're chosen.
Okay, these teams were chosen by whoever the head president. I don't really give a fuck who the president is. They were picked. Right, we're gonna play it. To me, I don't think it's a league. I don't think they're trying to substitute anything like a major thing. I mean, if they were, that's fucked. But to me, I thought it was just all right. This is gonna be like a summer thing or whatever.
No.
I know they wanted to play a game every week or like an extra game into the week, whatever. But I was just saying, my thing is if they pick the best teams in the world, dude, I would watch Real Madrid, Man United, or whatever. I know it's not going to be the same atmosphere that I know you guys like or whatever, but I mean.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this: would you rather see a Sporting Porto every other week, or a Sporting Benfica every other week?
Yes.
Why?
Because I know they play well.
It wouldn't be the same if watching them twice a year.
Don't you get really excited when that game is coming up? Like, for example,
I get nervous, but I don't get excited.
Yeah, but the thrill of like beating that team.
Like, we still haven't beat Benfica in years.
You're not. I don't think you understand.
I understand what you're saying. I know what you're trying to say. It's just
like it's something to look forward to.
Okay,
dude, all right. It's like if you sorry to cut you off, but it's like marriage, dude. You're not looking forward to getting fucking married every freaking time, every other week. You're looking to hopefully marry once and call it a day. This is like those like he said it, like the moments you live for. It's looking forward to that game, and I don't know. I just have a different viewpoint of it. I think game is earned in
one of the greatest matches I think I've ever watched, ever, was Real Madrid Manchester United 2002. Ronaldo Fenomeno, Luis Figo, all these guys on that team playing Manchester United. They tied 3-3, I think that day. I would never.
David Beckham was at Man United.
I think he was still at Man United. That team, that game is so iconic because you'll never see it again. You'll never get the same atmosphere. It's once in a lifetime. But that's the type of memories you want. You want those memories that are going to drag you in. You know what I'm saying? You don't want. Dude, okay. Real Madrid play Manchester United again this week.
What?
Dude, like it's like Chelsea versus Real Madrid. They haven't played each other in a competition state since 1998.
I don't know. I just feel like if it was a game every other week, a big game, to me it would just be boring.
What killed the whole idea was that Florentino Perez was the president of it, and Glazer and Kroenke were like VPs. Like they were gonna body themselves.
They'll probably take instead of 70 mil, they'll take 140.
Like they were gonna body themselves. So Florentino Perez was gonna pick the venue, pick the ref.
Did you see the whole like the Super League was getting involved with like Disney Channel and
No, there was
shit.
15 people or like 15 different companies lined up and ready to do it. Like Amazon Prime was one of them.
That's what I'm talking about. That's smart.
Can you imagine like fucking Disney Channel? All right,
smart.
whoever is gonna give the ball is freaking Mickey Mouse or
Stay tuned, guys.
whoever's gonna comment is
Second half
fucking
is coming up.
Charlie D'Amelio and
Disney
some
Plus.
freaking what's that kid that the makeup artist Charlie like,
Charles.
yeah James Charles.
Yeah.
Imagine them like being the commentary of football. Oh, he's gonna kick the ball to the left side. Just be careful, don't get hurt. Like,
I mean, that's just smart on his part to get all those big companies.
again, it's the sport is not about money.
Without money, there ain't no sport, my man.
The sport's been there for 120 years.
It was done
I'm not
done without money.
Y'all
Could
are
be-
talking about the past, not the present, my man.
Again.
All right, I'm gonna
sport-
try. All right, let me.
this-
I'm just trying to do a different perspective because you guys are just talking about one side. Other side. Let me talk.
I'm gonna argue with that.
My thing is, all right. Say the Glazers go out, right? All the whatever. Revenue starts going down.
Revenue, I don't think would ever go down.
I'm just saying.
Money invested probably will.
Okay, money invested. You start losing sponsorships, like big ones. Who's your big one? Chevy? Or is that old?
Chevy.
Chevy pulls out, right? How much money was their deal? Do you know? Off the top of your head?
I don't know.
All right, say they lose 2 or 3 big sponsors, right? You say, all right, their stadium's going to shit, right?
It's already going to shit with the sponsors and the owners we have.
Okay, then you lose more money on top of that. You're going to go into debt like Real Madrid and Barcelona. Then what?
Dude.
You obviously have to try something to get money back, right? Because without money, you're going to tax evade.
It's not
You're
this
going to
way.
get rid of all that taxes. They're going to evade that bullshit. Like,
It's not this way, though.
I know football is not like about the money or blah blah blah, but literally 3 things in life, man, that are guaranteed. You're born, you got to pay taxes, and you die, dude.
Manchester United was formed by rail workers, bro.
Okay.
Lived and breathed by the workers.
Okay.
It's Manchester United is if it's not the biggest in the world, it's probably the biggest in England, definitely. Am I right or am I wrong about that? It's the biggest club in England.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
It's the biggest club in England. You're gonna tell
That's
me
the wrong man for that.
you're gonna tell me because the Glazers pull out that we're gonna lose sponsorships?
I mean, hey, they could be arranging they could be pulling all the strings. Be like, yo, can you be our sponsor? Can you be our sponsor?
The moment Chevy leaves, there's somebody ready to come in. You gonna tell me I'm wrong?
But I was just trying to make. I
understand you're trying to make the argument. I understand.
Granted, all right. Say all the money just disappears. They don't. Obviously, it's never going to happen now.
The Glazers don't invest money anyways. They take money out of the club.
They take the Glazers leave. All the money. There's not as much money coming in as there was. Right. They have to sell players. They have to sell their star players. They start getting like little like players to fill their spots. They get relegated. Then what?
We've been relegated before. We came back.
When's the last time you got relegated?
78.
Economy's way different back then than it is today.
We got relegated in 78, came right back up.
I'm just saying. Once money disappears, especially nowadays with COVID and all this, you already know. You could say that they're losing hella money with no people in the stands. Right?
Every team is.
Every team.
Every team is. Every team's in the hole.
Exactly. So
This is not the way, bro. This is even worse, bro. On the back of the pandemic,
damn.
you pulled this.
My thing is that they try to separate it and then to be a monopoly, and then FIFA and UEFA are just so like in power. Like, no, if players want to do this, we literally own your lives basically. Like, you're not going to do anything else.
So I don't know if you guys know this. UEFA had a meeting.
That's employment.
UEFA had a meeting over the weekend about the new Champions League ruling. It's going to be 36 teams.
Oh
Yeah, I saw that.
Even Gundogan is not happy about that. They don't care about the players.
Woodward, Ed Woodward, who was the other ones that were there? The dude from Juventus was like VP of that whole thing. We're all there, all agreed, all signed off on this, and then left on Monday. Nothing. How two-faced can you be? Like, you have to do this in the dark.
See, now you bring up the Super League, and then you bring up that. So why isn't anybody complaining about having more games in the Champions League?
They are complaining.
But why aren't people complaining as much as they are now?
Because
about the Super League.
This is different.
How's it different?
You're taking the sport away from its roots.
But you're adding more.
You're adding more games, yes, but you're taking the sport away from the roots of the competition. Pep Guardiola said it perfectly the other day. Without the sacrifice of success and the sacrifice of failure, the sport is no longer a sport. Pep Guardiola said it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
It was before the game against Aston Villa.
Somebody else said it. Somebody else said it recently too about the same exact thing. You know, it's you're not thinking about your main revenue. What brings in the most money every game is the fans. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Right. Once this Super League that they're doing, they're not going to play these games at their home fields. What are they going to do to maximize revenue? They're going to play these games in like South Carolina. They're going to play these. They're going to play these games.
They would definitely play it in the United States. Absolutely.
These games are going to be played in Singapore. These games are going to be played in Qatar. Where the big money is. Where the money is. Where they know they can fill the stadiums on people that don't have season tickets.
Would you go watch again?
No. Dude. You think I'm kidding? I canceled Peacock.
I know you did. You showed me.
I canceled Peacock.
I know you showed me.
Dude. You think I'm kidding, bro? If this would have went through, I would have been done with my club. I would have never watched another game. I would never watch another game. If this would have went through, and this would have happened, I would have never watched another Manchester United game.
Good for you.
And Joel, I would have never watched another Manchester United game.
I know you're serious. That's why you caught me by surprise. Coming from you, that's a big thing. That's why I'm saying it.
By the words of Sir Matt Bubsby, football is nothing without the fans.
And we'll be right back after this.
Short messages.
Freeze. Água mineral feita por Somali com ball.
Oh, so good.
Wow, I even rhymed too.
Is there anything else we were talking about on this podcast before this goes to like 2 hours?
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, but it is over as of right now. Right?
Estimated time 35 minutes. Didn't happen. Well, Marco said it right. I don't think the clubs have made official statements on their pages saying that they were pulling out, but nothing's in writing yet. Which is
speaking of pulling out. Aside from this note, let's go with happy news.
There's happy news?
Oh, absolutely. Only thing happy this week. I believe it was Comissão de Festas no Work do Dia de Portugal. They ended up publicizing on their Facebook page that there possibly may be a Portugal Day. So I'm assuming most likely it's going to be the little Tascas and the parade. But it looks like there will be. And then I heard from another source that they even might pull it to July, which that's kind of weird just because a lot of people are in Portugal. And there's
nobody's going to Portugal.
Yeah, I don't think.
But then again, there's a level 4 in Portugal, so talvez.
I was looking at flights the other day and I was like, damn, I don't think I'm going to go now.
Yeah, it's rough.
I still might go. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, well, they're still doing restrictions, so even if you're there, you still have to do the 14 days.
Get a vaccine.
And
Kathy's going Monday.
Good for her.
Yeah, I'm going 2 weeks.
I'm doing the same thing as I did when she was getting tested. It's like, all right, you're negative, I'm negative. You're vaccinated, I'm vaccinated.
There you go.
Shit. That's what I did, Jules.
Yeah, so that might be good news for
but it's just like,
for the coming.
I think that's great. But it's like,
why you always gotta be above? Why you gotta be Debbie Downer?
I
want the good news, but
that is good news.
How is this gonna work? How do you think this is gonna work?
See, like that's what I was wondering. Like the restrictions and shit like that. Most likely you're gonna have some máscaras and maybe you have a nice trailer.
Nice trailer.
The last Portugal Day weekend where was in the parking lot, I thought was great. The idea of having it there, The location was good. There wasn't like random people there. It was honestly true Portuguese, you know. So if they try to do something like that in that parking lot again, probably not be the worst idea. You know what I'm saying? But how does this?
I mean, your best bet and not taking like for granted the other clubs and everything, but probably Pisk as the biggest parking lot overall. I think
If we're talking Newark, it's going to be in Newark. It's not going to be in Elizabeth.
No, I'm saying like for Portugal Day overall.
No, yeah,
But yeah, maybe Newark probably that parking lot. Stop touching the Hot Wheels.
I can't stop.
Stop touching my taxi, you fuck.
But yeah, this just to me is just like a lot of hope that maybe some freaking festivals will start, and maybe.
But again,
people,
what's the restriction going to be? It's like you go to a club now, you can't dance.
dude,
You
it's
can only
gonna
sit there
be
and drink.
back to the 1800s where you take it if you dance with someone, you just have to like glare a look into someone's eyes.
It's gonna
And
be like the '90s where we're all dancing.
have you ever seen A Thousand Ways to Die in the Old West, the movie?
No.
So they
You
take
have a lot of time in your hands if you're watching movies like this.
it's actually a comedy.
Fuck off.
They literally were taking pictures next to each other. They weren't even holding each other, and you can't smile. But every time you take a
They
picture,
were looking into the future.
they're looking at me. Yeah, facts, because Marco never fucking smiles in any picture.
Remember that picture? Remember that picture we took at the Veruzgas? And you said it looked like the box was fucking photoshopped on my body, and I had a straight face. Everybody was smiling. And then it was me just. And then there was another picture in Ludlow where everybody.
I'm not about to find
Literally, you see everybody's like, yeah, like at the camera, like thumbs up, like smiling and shit. You just see me all the way in the back, just.
ready. I just want to show this real quick.
Great.
Oh,
All right.
that was a good time.
You guys have anything
We
else?
need another night like that.
You guys have anything else?
I mean,
I want s'mores.
we're definitely gonna have a lot more stuff coming up on future podcasts, and
I'm sorry about my work, guys. Sorry about my work.
yeah, Joe, that upset.
I had to apologize to a Man City fan because they've been doing decent.
Glazers in, baby.
Fuck yourself.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yourself.
Glazers in, never leave. We are Manchester United, baby.
You and Danny Levy, fuck yourself.
I only like Tottenham because Gareth Bale was there. That's about it. Told you. So,
Fake fan, bro.
E now.
So Sporting não ganha o campeonato, nunca vou ver o Sporting outra vez.
Big
You're a
facts.
fucking fake fan.
Big fat. I've been a fan since fucking forever, bro.
I
I can't take another heartbreak like this.
Yeah, you haven't
I've
been a
taken a
fan.
lot. I've taken a lot of heartbreaks. Don't get me wrong. We won titles, but we've lost titles that we shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, see, I've been a big fan since I was born. So. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I think that wraps it up for this episode. Joey fucking had a
little meltdown.
Yeah, he had a vent a little bit to everybody listening. So, guys, check us out on YouTube, on Facebook. You'll find us at Tasca Lusa. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Like and comment. See what you guys like, what you guys don't like. Share it with your friends, your grandmas, your grandpas. You know, if they don't understand English.
We've been talking a lot more Portuguese recently, though.
Did you like that shit that I posted on fucking Facebook yesterday? This cocksucker was like, I literally posted a picture on my story and I was like, should we speak more Portuguese? And Marco just went with a straight no.
My whole thing is that I talk to a lot of people at work. Like I have a couple Irish guys that are big Liverpool supporters. And
Irish.
And we were talking all week. We were talking about this. When I talked about like sports in America before, I had a lot of these guys. I was telling him about it. He started watching a little bit.
America.
So I talk a lot of Portuguese. It's kind of rough for like other people to listen, but we gotta try. We're trying to mix it up a little bit.
I like mixing it up.
It's for Berta. Berta told us. And
Happy birthday, Berta, bro!
Oh, parabéns a Berta. That's right.
It was Berta facts today, man. So, guys, check us out on YouTube. Subscribe.
Should have had a shot
Turn.
for Berta.
Fuck.
Fica pra próxima quando vir a
Turn on
Berta.
your bell notifications, like or dislike, whatever you guys want to do. Subscribe, and we will see you next week. Ciao later.
Ciao, ciao, Nicola.
Yeah, Glazers, baby.